What if I told you there are cars out there that can hit 1,000,000 miles and still have life left in them? In a world where new cars break down just after the warranty ends, these legends stand as proof that real engineering never dies. Today, we're counting down 10 legendary vehicles that refuse to quit, and we'll reveal why they're still running decades later. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for number 1 because it's the ultimate example of a car that never gives up. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, what's the highest mileage you've ever seen on a car? Let's see who has the craziest number. 10. Toyota Land Cruiser, the king of longevity. If reliability had a face, it would look like a Toyota Land Cruiser. This SUV wasn't built for comfort first. It was built for survival. Whether it's crossing deserts in Africa, hauling supplies in the Arctic, or crawling through jungle terrain, the Land Cruiser does it all without drama. Owners swear by its bulletproof straight-six engines and rugged 4WD systems, which are engineered to take abuse for decades. It's common to see these rigs cross 500,000 miles without major engine issues, and many go past 1,000,000. That's why in places where breaking down isn't an option, the Land Cruiser is the first choice. 9. Nissan Patrol, the Middle East's desert warrior. Where the Land Cruiser goes, the Nissan Patrol isn't far behind. This SUV has a cult following in the Middle East for a reason. It can handle sand dunes, extreme heat, and years of punishment without giving up. Unlike most modern SUVs, older Patrols keep things simple: big inline sixes, solid axles, and minimal electronics. That means fewer things to fail. Some models from the 1980s are still running in remote villages today with little more than basic maintenance. If you want a truck that laughs at harsh terrain, the Patrol is your ride. 8. Lexus LS400, the million-mile luxury sedan. Luxury cars usually mean expensive repairs, right? Not the LS400. This car changed the game in the early 90s by proving that luxury could also mean bulletproof reliability. Its 4.0-liter V8 engine is so over-engineered that examples with 800,000 miles are still purring like new. Pair that with a smooth transmission and a cabin that barely ages, and you have a car that's not just comfortable, it's practically immortal. 7. Mercedes-Benz W123, the indestructible German tank. Built from 1976 to 1985, the W123 is a Mercedes from a different era. An era when quality came first. These cars were overbuilt to last forever, which is why many still roam the streets today, especially as taxis in Africa and the Middle East. The OM617 diesel engine is legendary. It's slow, yes, but it's nearly unkillable. With basic care, these engines easily reach 500,000 miles or more, and some hit the million-mile club without breaking a sweat. When people talk about they don't make them like they used to, this is the car they mean. 6. Honda Accord, the everyday hero. You didn't think we'd skip Honda, did you? The Accord isn't flashy, but it's the definition of dependable. For decades, it's been a favorite of families, commuters, and even car enthusiasts who appreciate its bulletproof 4-cylinder engines and low-cost maintenance. There are countless stories of Accords with 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 miles still running strong on original engines and transmissions. Keep up with oil changes, and it will outlast most modern cars without breaking a sweat. 5. Toyota Corolla, the global workhorse. If you ask any mechanic to name the most dependable car in the world, chances are they'll say Toyota Corolla. This car isn't just reliable, it's a global icon. In fact, the Corolla holds the title of the best-selling car in automotive history, and it's easy to see why. The secret lies in its simplicity. Toyota didn't overcomplicate the design, and the engines were built for longevity, not flashy performance. Plus, you can find Corolla parts in almost every country on Earth. Break down in a remote village? Someone nearby probably has what you need to get it running again. Now, is the Corolla exciting? Not really. It won't make your heart race or turn heads on the highway. But if your goal is a car that starts every single morning and never complains, The Corolla is your loyal friend. Many owners report their Corollas easily passing 400,000 to 500,000 miles with nothing more than basic maintenance, oil changes, brakes, and the occasional timing belt. That's why taxi fleets and rideshare drivers love them, and honestly, so should anyone who values peace of mind. 4. Volvo 240, the Swedish tank. From 1974 to 1993, Volvo produced a car so tough that it became legendary, the Volvo 240. You've probably seen its unmistakable boxy shape in old photos or movies, but this car is famous for more than its design. The 240 was one of the first vehicles to emphasize safety, but what made it truly special was its ability to survive practically forever. These cars were engineered like tanks, overbuilt, understressed, and made from strong materials. There's a famous story that proves this. A man named Irv Gordon in the US drove his Volvo 240 to over 3 million miles. Yes, million, with an M. That's enough driving to circle the Earth more than 120 times. Eventually, that car ended up in a museum, but only after decades of faithful service. Even today, you'll find old 240s still running like clockwork in harsh climates. Owners swear that as long as you take care of the basics, these cars will outlast most modern vehicles. 3. Jeep Cherokee XJ, the off-road legend. Before SUVs became soft and city-focused, there was the Jeep Cherokee XJ, a rugged 4x4 that could take you almost anywhere and come back asking for more. Produced from the mid-80s through 2001, the XJ was a pioneer in the SUV world, but the real magic was under the hood. The 4.0-liter inline-six engine. This engine is practically indestructible. With basic maintenance, it'll easily hit 300,000 miles, and that's if you're using it for tough off-road adventures. Jeep kept the design simple, so these vehicles are easy to repair, even in remote areas. To this day, you'll see XJs climbing mountain trails, crawling over rocks, or even serving as daily drivers decades after they were built. If the apocalypse comes, don't be surprised if the last vehicle running is an old Cherokee XJ. On-screen suggestion: show an XJ on a rocky trail with the caption, "Built to survive." 2. Chevrolet Impala, the million-mile taxi. The Chevrolet Impala might not seem exotic, but it has earned legendary status the hard way by surviving the brutal life of a taxi and police car. Fleet managers love the Impala because it's cheap to run, easy to fix, and comes with engines that just won't quit, especially the tried-and-true V6 options. There are countless stories of Impalas crossing 700,000 miles after years of non-stop city driving. Think about that. Daily abuse, hard braking, rough roads, and still going strong. That's reliability on a whole different level. 1. Toyota Hilux, the truck that refuses to die. If there's one vehicle that deserves the crown of indestructible, it's the Toyota Hilux. This truck has proven itself everywhere, from Arctic expeditions to war zones, and it just keeps running. The Hilux is built like a brick. Strong frame, bulletproof engines, and simple mechanics mean you can abuse it for years and it will still start. Don't take our word for it. Top Gear tried to destroy one by drowning it, burning it, and even dropping it from a building. After all that, it's still fired up. If you need a truck that outlasts civilization itself, the Toyota Hilux is the ultimate choice. So, which of these legends would you want in your garage? Or did I miss your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. If you enjoyed this list, hit that like button, subscribe for more car content, and share this with someone who loves old-school reliability. And if you think these cars are tough, wait until you see our next video on trucks that refuse to die. You don't want to miss it.